Hi, this is Ed with GI Tactical, and I'm here with Mason, kind of in the same position as we were the last time we did this video. Only this time, Mason has successfully survived Red Storm East. So he's written a really good blog. You can go onto our website and just click on the blog and read all about it there. It should be going up hopefully by tonight. Meanwhile, we get a chance to talk to him live and in person. So, Mason, how was it overall?
It was awesome. It was really impressive. The facility, the caliber of player who were there, I mean, just the gear that these guys were wearing, they were all super professional. It's unlike anything I've seen before. First John Louis event, first major Milsim event in 11 years of playing. I can't believe I haven't made it out to one, but it was just really, really cool.
So, what was the actual AO? What was it? I saw lots of buildings and everything.
It was an old textiles facility, so it was a huge, basically, factory and facility. I mean, but this was from back in the day when these factories were so wealthy and popular that they had like a bowling alley inside the place. They had a basketball court, a theater, because companies would compete, you know, in these like local competitions with sports and things like that. So it was really, really diverse and interesting, because not only was there the manufacturing side of it, but there was also this kind of like commons area side of it as well. It was kind of surreal. Like if you ever played BioShock or Fallout, it kind of felt like that.
That sounds cool. Now, I did notice that, and I got to bring it up, somebody kind of fell down an elevator shaft. So this is like a real deal AO.
It's big boy rules. That's what they were saying. It's all, I mean, they wouldn't let you go on the roof because, you know, potentially somebody could fall through, but there were holes cut out in certain parts where machinery used to be, you know, 15-foot drops. There were open elevator shafts. There was broken glass everywhere. You were pretty much allowed to break anything you wanted. Glass windows, things like that. I actually cut my hand going through a window, started bleeding profusely. Thankfully, somebody had an IFAK on them, as operators usually do. But it was all big boy rules, and we were kind of left at our own devices.
Cool. Let's see, now I know there was a night game.
Yes.
So I'm assuming it was kind of dark there.
It was pitch black. You could literally not see your hand in front of your face. It was insane.
So how did people deal with that? A lot of flashlights, some night vision?
There were a lot. I was very surprised to see how many people were running like Gen 3 night vision. Very, very high quality stuff. Gen 3 is really hard to run when you're by yourself, but if you have a squad, you can make it work quite well. But people were like running into each other who didn't have nods because they were trying not to use their flashlights. They didn't want to give their positions away. It was very, very much a challenge in the night game. So
this is your first John Liu event. Obviously, I know you want to go back to some of his other games. For the new player that's never been to one, do you have any words of advice as far as equipment? Make sure you have water with you. Don't worry about water. I mean, what's some advice that you could give to some players heading out to a new John Liu event?
It's kind of the same as far as preparation. I mean, you want to have all your standard equipment, your gear and all that. For games like this, I would actually recommend running a helmet because there are so many hazards there. Stairwells, as you said, the guy who fell down the elevator shaft. You could really, really get hurt if you're not careful. Just go with that sense of responsibility and preparedness to just handle yourself in the right way. Other than that, I always like to tell people to like bring trash bags, stuff like that, so you can clean up your mess, don't leave it on the AO. Just little things like that. Make sure you're hydrated. Nothing too outlandish, just typical stuff that I like to have at every game.
Sounds cool. Well, thanks so much, and we look forward to reading your blog.
Yeah.